Legendary armaments are the best in slot armament you can get, and for good reason. They offer you the highest amount of stats possible, and also offer you the possibility of having the best possible inscriptions available, such as Toppler, Hunter, so on and so forth. But there are also other benefits where you should always choose to get yourself legendary armaments as a reward wherever you can. So, first of all, if you're new to the channel, I'm a free-to-play content creator for Rise of Kingdoms. I've been playing the game for over 6 years, and I've been documenting my journey over the past 2 years on YouTube, sharing what I know and sharing what I do. And this is what I've been doing, what I'm about to tell you. So, apart from the obvious, best in slot, best amount of stats, descriptions, there are also 2, maybe even 3 reasons why you should always keep track of getting yourself more armaments. And first of all, I would like to direct you to the latest addition, which is the conversion stones and the achievements that get you even more conversion stones. As you can see, I am not that far behind for another 5 conversion stones, which is 50k gems if you look at it from the gem value. And every single armor that I get gets me closer to this goal. And it doesn't matter the source. It can be from the daily travels, it can be from the daily dispatches, events, doesn't matter. Also the type doesn't matter. And by type I mean, different formations. As long as it's legendary, it counts. And the sources to get these are obviously not always available from the events. So in this current, there is no civilization events like Rome, Greece, Egypt. These type of events give you these random elite chests, which often have a chance to get yourself a legendary armament. And of course, the most obvious event is the Alliance mobilization, where you can get up to, I believe, up to 10 choice legendary chests, or if you complete all the way up to level 18, which is not something most kingdoms do. You can do it once or twice, but it takes quite a lot of activity and accounts to do it. But there are other ways. You can go to the courier shop on a weekly. You have these epic and elite choice chests, and also they have a chance to get yourself a legendary armor from here. I actually got a couple which are decent from this source, so definitely this is something that I do every week. So first thing that I do is I clear out these chests first, and then I go for these judgmentation stones, because I've reached the point where I don't really need, I could always upgrade your armaments, but I've come to the point where I have a good base, and upgrading right now requires a lot of stones, so I don't really have the rush to do it as soon as it's available. But also, if you take a look here, every armament or every legendary armament that you dismantle gets you one step closer to this chest, which I know has been notorious for being expensive, because it takes quite a while to reach the 180 that you need as a free-to-play low spender. But I feel like in recent times I got more. I do get more legendary armaments from the daily travels and the daily dispatches. This might be just me, but that's what I realized in the past couple of weeks, actually. So every day I feel like I get maybe 3 to 4 from either travel and dispatch. So I feel like that's a pretty good, progression from a feel like that has been very reduced in the past. So this is a good and welcome change. If they change it, I might just be lucky in having a good spell. But once you reach this stage, you have a chance to get yourself an inscription. And these inscriptions are not just for scrolls, they can be for other armament types. And obviously, you will get some amount of transmutation stones along the way. People usually get these, but if you're lucky, you can get some of these. Now, some of these are not really good, but here they serve a purpose. For example, I showed you at the start of the video my armament for my Nevsky. This inscription was from that shop, and prior to prior to inscribing this armor, it had no inscriptions. It had calorie attack, had calorie health. So I needed to inscribe it to reroll for defense. And I did after 2 tries. I made a dedicated video about this. I might even link it in the top right. But that's the reason why I got it to where it is right now, because I did the inscription. Here is another one. This is just for scrolls. Okay, this is from the art, but this is for the scroll. I got this from another chest. And you might be in a similar situation. You might have a really good armament. I think I have one. Let's see. Did I lock it? I mean, nah, this is not good enough. Yeah, this one. So obviously, this is a pretty good armament. I would rate this a pretty good armament to inscribe, because it's quite a nice all damage roll. All damage is significantly better now than it was before, even with the new tech, and the stats, are decent. Not great, but not low either. So what you could do is you inscribe this. Maybe if you have all desired stats, then you reroll, hope you get lucky to get yourself the desired stat you want, and then later on you can maybe imprint it with a legendary inscription for that slot. You see, that's how I did it. That's how I'm going to do when I switch to Delta. And I'm going to make a special video about this. So here I have the Hunter, and if you inscribe, you lose the Hunter. Now, obviously, Hunter for me isn't really necessary anymore. I have multiple Hunters. I don't need it. So what I could do is I inscribe it, this one. And if I want to switch to Delta formation, I will go from 10 stones needed to 9. I mean, 1. So I would reduce the cost by 9 stones, which is 990k gems. So you can see it's quite a significant change for a free-to-play or low spender, or even spenders, because there is a new bundle into the game. And I don't know, even for the spenders, this is this one. This one's pretty, not that cheap. Even with the base value, it's 10 euros or $10. And if you want to max it, it's quite a lot of money. So I don't know if I want to do that, or if anyone wants to do that besides the really high spenders into the game. So you get the idea. You can have a lot more value by getting yourself closer by having more legendary armaments. And lastly, of course, is the pity. So the pity system has been here for a while, and mostly people are opening wedge or have the wedge as the highest number. So currently I'm at 6 out of 10. Some people get the special inscription at 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Some unfortunate souls had to go up all the way up to 10. But this is all RNG at the end of the day. But obviously, getting more of these, this is a bit more specific, because you have to get this formation you want. And that is why, to make this process faster, any legendary armament choice chest that I get, I open for wedge, because it gets me closer. And if you want to keep track of your progress, you go click this info button and you scroll all the way down to the 6th point, and you see it. 137 legendary left. Usually around the 30-35 mark is where you actually get the pity system, so you don't have to go all the way down to 0 to get it. So take this as something good to know. And I believe this is more than enough reasons to keep getting legendary armaments wherever you can get them, because the value is not just for upgrading your current stats, which is obviously the most desirable thing you're doing, but also you're trying to make sure that when you're switching formations, which is now a very costly thing to do, you're trying to be as efficient as possible. Even if you're a spender, I would say this still applies, because why waste money when you can get it in a cheaper way? It just takes a little bit more time, but over time, that value is going to be there. It's not going away. So with all that said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.